everybody, today we're going to cook an easy recipe. It's lentils with beef. This is a recipe that I've come up with, but you can use any ingredient you would like. Like I say, cooking is making whatever you want really good. So tonight we're going to do lentils with beef. We're going to show the ingredients so that you can see what we need. We're going to need some chunky garlic. You can have it fresh or you can buy a garlic that is already processed. We have the tomatoes, we have onions, we have meat or beef, and we have the carrots and already pre-cooked lentils. This dish is not going to take you more than 10 to 15 minutes because I have already pre-boiled the lentils. So what we do now is we preheat a pot or a pan, whichever one you have, and then we're going to put oil. I use this spray oil, but you can use any oil you would like. You can use coconut oil or normal oil or olive oil. Once you have already sprayed the oil and the pot is hot, you can feel the heat, you go ahead and add some garlic first. We put a little bit of garlic, like you can see, and you're going to hear this crunchiness, like sparkling in the pan, like you can see here. To spread it out a little bit, don't let it burn. Once you have put it all over the pan, you go ahead and add your onions. I have used white onions, but you can use the red onions. It's on preferences. So now we're going to fry the onions with the garlic. You're going to know that the onions are already cooked when they will turn colors. They're going to become a little bit whiter. This is going to take approximately no more than a minute. You are going to start smelling this so good. It's going to be delicious. And it's a cooking that is not really high in calories and in grease. So yeah. So once you see your onions are starting to turn a little bit clearer and changing colors and getting a little bit crispier, you want to go ahead and add the meat. We're going to fry the meat until it's perfectly cooked. Once the meat is perfectly cooked, then we're going to add the tomatoes. You can put a little bit of, I'm doing it in a medium high. And you want your meat to be cooked. It's not necessary that it has to be cooked because we're going to then boil the lentils for a couple of more minutes so that we get the reduction that we want. So once we see the meat is getting kind of dark brown, you just let it sit there for a while so that it can get fried. And we're going to add the tomatoes. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to add the tomatoes. Okay, if you don't have time to cut the tomatoes and the onions, you can just go ahead and put it in the blender. You put one onion and one tomato and a little bit of water and just blend it and just put it in here. And also you can add the garlic so that you don't have to cut it if you don't have time to cut it. But I like the flavors when you cut it more, but it depends on you, okay? So once we have added the tomato, we're going to go ahead now and add our carrots. I use carrots because this is the only way I can get my husband to eat vegetables. But it depends on you. You can vary the carrots. You can put potatoes or you can put any vegetable that you would like. It's on your taste. It depends. No problem. So now that we have added the carrots, I'm going to put this Barilla complete seasoning spice. You can use any spice you would like. So I'm going to put a little bit of this so that it has this flavor. This has oregano, It also has, let me see, herbs, vegetables, garlic, onion. So you can use this, or you can use any other flavors you would like. Okay, so now we stir this, and it's all ready to go. Now that we have already fried our ingredients, we're going to put the lentils. Since they are pre-cooked, we're just going to put a couple of water, a couple of cups of water, so that it finishes cooking and the carrots get tender. And then we're ready to serve. This will take approximately no more than 10 minutes. So you just mix it so that everything has the flavor, and the lentils get all these flavors from the meat and the tomato and the onions, which is really, really good. Okay, feel free to add some salt. If you want it less salty, no problem. You can then taste it once it's cooked. You can taste the flavor and see if you're missing a little bit of salt. You can go ahead and add it, no problem. Once you have mixed all the ingredients, we're going to add some water in order to finish cooking our lentils, and in order to get that little juice. So I'm going to just add 2 cups of water, no, maybe 3 cups of water, and we're going to just let it boil and reduce. The water has to reduce itself so that it comes like okay, perfect. So like you see right now, it looks like a soup, but don't worry, the water will come down and the carrots will come tender. So we're just going to close this and let it sit there for 10 minutes until the water comes down to boiling. Okay, thank you, and I will come back in a couple of minutes to show you how the lentils ended.